Welcome to ASVAB Mentor. If you're serious about crushing the ASVAB Mechanical Comprehension section, you're in the right place. In this practice set, you'll find 70 carefully designed questions, each followed by clear, detailed explanations, just like the real exam. Remember to subscribe to ASVAB Mentor and don't forget to join our WhatsApp channel. The link is available in our profile. Take a deep breath, stay focused, and let's get started. Question 1. A lever is used to lift a heavy rock. The rock is close to the fulcrum and you push down on the other end. What does this setup give you? A. Mechanical advantage. B. Less force needed but more distance moved. C. Both A and B. D. No advantage. Answer. C. Both A and B. This is the lever principle. By applying force farther from the fulcrum, you reduce the effort required, but you must move your end a greater distance. Question 2. If a pulley system uses 4 pulleys to lift a 400-pound object, how much force is needed, ignoring friction? A. 400 pounds. B. 200 pounds. C. 100 pounds. D. 50 pounds. C. 100 pounds. A 4-pulley system gives a mechanical advantage of 4. Divide the load 400 by 4 and you need only 100 pounds of force. Question 3. When gear A with 20 teeth drives gear B with 60 teeth, gear B will A. Rotate faster than gear A, B. Rotate slower than gear A, C. Rotate at the same speed as gear A, D. Not move. Answer B. Rotate slower than gear A larger gear turns slower. The ratio is 60 divided by 20, which equals 3. Gear B makes 1 turn for every 3 turns of gear A. Question 4. Which law explains why a hammer pushes back on your hand when you strike a nail? A. Newton's first law. B. Newton's second law. C. Newton's third law. D. Law of inertia. Answer C. Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Question 5. A hydraulic press works on which principle? A. Archimedes' principle. B. Pascal's law. C. Newton's law. D. Law of friction. Answer. B. Pascal's law. Pascal's law states that pressure in a confined fluid is transmitted equally in all directions. Question 6. A block slides on a flat surface and eventually stops. Why does it stop? A. Gravity pulls it down. B. Friction opposes motion. C. No force keeps it moving. D. Air pressure stops it. Answer. B. Friction opposes motion. Friction converts the block's kinetic energy into heat, which causes it to stop. Question 7. Which of the following provides the greatest mechanical advantage? A. Short inclined plane. B. Steep inclined plane. C. Long inclined plane. D. Flat ground. Answer. C. Long inclined plane. A longer ramp spreads the effort across more distance, reducing the force required. Question 8. If a wheel has a diameter of 2 feet, what is its circumference approximately? A. 2 feet. B. 3.14 feet. C. 6.28 feet. D. 12 feet. Answer C. 6.28 feet. Circumference equals pi multiplied by diameter. That's 3.14 times 2, which equals 6.28 feet. Question 9. When using a screwdriver to open a paint can, the screwdriver is acting as what type of lever? A. First class lever. B. Second class lever. C. Third class lever. D. None of these. Answer A. First class lever. The fulcrum, the edge of the lid, is between the effort, your hand, and the load, the lid. That makes it a first class lever. Question 10. Why do cars use ball bearings in their wheels? A. To reduce friction. B. To increase speed. C. To increase weight. D. To reduce pressure. Answer A. To reduce friction. Ball bearings reduce rolling friction, allowing wheels to rotate smoothly and efficiently. Question 11. If gear A turns clockwise and it directly drives gear B, which way will gear B turn? A. Clockwise. B. Counterclockwise. C. Both directions. D. It won't turn. Answer.
Okay.
B. Counterclockwise. When 2 gears mesh directly, they always turn in opposite directions. Question 12. A car jack is an example of which type of simple machine? A. Wedge. B. Screw. C. Lever. D. Inclined plane. Answer. B. Screw. A jack uses a threaded screw mechanism to multiply force and lift heavy loads. Question 13. Which type of friction is generally the greatest? A. Rolling friction. B. Static friction. C. Sliding friction. D. Fluid friction. Answer. B. Static friction. Static friction is the resistance before motion begins. It is usually stronger than sliding or rolling friction. Question 14. Why are long-handled tools more effective than short-handled ones? A. They reduce torque. B. They increase torque. C. They reduce leverage. D. They decrease efficiency. Answer. B. They increase torque. Torque equals force times distance. A longer handle increases distance from the pivot, multiplying torque. Question 15. A 30-pound box is pushed up a ramp that is 10 feet long and 5 feet high. How much force is needed ignoring friction? A. 15 pounds, B. 20 pounds, C. 25 pounds, D. 30 pounds. Answer A. 15 pounds. Mechanical advantage equals ramp length divided by height. 10/5 equals 2. So force needed equals 30/2 equals 15 pounds. Question 16. Why does a wider tire provide better grip on the road? A. It reduces weight. B. It increases surface contact. C. It reduces rolling resistance. D. It increases pressure. Answer B. It increases surface contact. Wider tires distribute weight over a larger area, giving more traction and stability. Question 17. Bicycle has a small gear in the front and a large gear in the back. What does this setup provide? A. High speed, low force. B. Low speed, high force. C. Equal speed and force. D. No movement. Answer. Low speed, high force. A small to large gear ratio provides mechanical advantage, making it easier to pedal uphill. Question 18. What happens to air pressure as altitude increases? A. It increases. B. It decreases. C. It stays the same. It doubles. Answer B. It decreases. At higher altitudes, the air is thinner and exerts less pressure. Question 19. A nail being hammered into wood is an example of which simple machine? A. Lever. B. Screw. C. Wedge. D. Pulley. Answer C. Wedge. The nail's pointed shape works like a wedge, converting force into splitting action. Question 20. Which principle explains why a boat floats on water? A. Pascal's law. B. Newton's first law. C. Archimedes' principle. D. Law of gravity. Answer C. Archimedes' principle. An object floats if it displaces water equal to its weight. That's Archimedes' principle. ASVAB Mechanical Comprehension questions. Question 21. Why is it easier to cut with a sharp knife than a dull one? A. Less friction. B. More surface area. C. Greater pressure on a smaller area. D. Less weight. Answer C. Greater pressure on a smaller area. A sharp knife concentrates force on a smaller edge, increasing pressure and cutting more easily. Question 22. When a seesaw balances, what must be true about the forces on both sides? A. They must be equal in size. B. They must be equal in torque. C. They must be equal in distance. D. They must be equal in weight. Answer B. They must be equal in torque. Balance happens when the torque, force, distance from the fulcrum is the same on both sides. Question 23. Which type of pulley changes only the direction of force without reducing the effort needed? A. Movable pulley. B. Fixed pulley. C. Compound pulley. D. Hydraulic pulley. Answer B. Fixed pulley. A fixed pulley changes direction but does not provide mechanical advantage. Question 24. What happens to the boiling point of water as pressure increases? A. It decreases. B. It increases. C. It stays the same. D. It disappears. Answer B. It increases. Higher pressure raises the boiling point of water. That's why pressure cookers cook food faster. Question 25. Which type of lever is a broom? A. First class lever. B. Second class lever. C. Third class lever. D. None of these. Answer C. Third class lever. Effort is applied between the fulcrum, top hand, and the load, sweeping end, making it a third class lever. Question 26. A wheelbarrow is an example of which type of lever? A. First class lever. B. Second class lever. C. Third class lever. D. Fourth class lever. Answer B. Second class lever. The load is between the fulcrum and the effort handles. Question 27. If gear A has 12 teeth and drives gear B with 36 teeth, how many turns of gear A are needed for gear B to turn once? A1, B2, C3, D4. Answer C3. Gear ratio equals 36 with 12 equals 3. Gear A must turn 3 times for gear B to turn once. Question 28. Why do ice skates glide more easily on ice? A. Ice has no friction. B. Pressure melts a thin layer of ice. C. Skates are lighter than shoes. D. Ice repels steel. Answer. B. Pressure melts a thin layer of ice. The skate's thin blade increases pressure, melting a thin film of water that reduces friction. Question 29. Which simple machine is a screw most closely related to? A. Pulley. B. Lever. C. Inclined plane. D. Wedge. Answer C. Inclined plane. A screw is essentially an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. C. Question 30. Why do airplanes have streamlined shapes? A. To reduce gravity. B. To increase lift. C. To reduce air resistance. D. To increase speed by adding weight. Answer. C. To reduce air resistance. A streamlined shape cuts through the air smoothly, reducing drag and saving fuel. Next 10 questions coming up. Don't forget to subscribe to ASVAB Mentor and be sure to join our WhatsApp channel for more daily practice questions. The link is in our profile. Question 31. If a force of 50 pounds is applied to a lever with a mechanical advantage of 5, how much weight can be lifted? A. 50 pounds. B. 100 pounds. C. 150 pounds. D. 250 pounds. Answer D. 250 pounds. Mechanical advantage multiplies the input force. 50 times 5 equals 250 pounds. Question 32. Why does a hammer have a curved claw for pulling nails? A. To look stronger. B. To reduce torque. C. To increase leverage. D. To reduce pressure. Answer C. To increase leverage. The curved claw increases the distance from the fulcrum, giving greater pulling power with less effort. Question 33. What happens to the current in an electrical circuit if resistance increases but voltage stays the same? A. Current increases. B. Current decreases. C. Current stays the same. Current disappears. Answer B. Current decreases. Ohm's law. Current equals voltage by resistance. More resistance means less current flow. Question 34. Why do trucks have larger wheels compared to small cars? A. To increase speed. B. To handle more weight and reduce rolling resistance. C. To look powerful. D. To reduce height. Answer B. To handle more weight and reduce rolling resistance, bigger wheels cover more distance per rotation and can support heavier loads more efficiently. Question 35. If you push twice as hard on an object, but friction also doubles, what happens to the motion? A. The object moves faster. B. The object moves slower. C. Motion stays the same. D. The object stops. Answer C. Motion stays the same. If both the pushing force and opposing friction double, the net effect is unchanged. Question 36. What type of energy is stored in a stretched spring? A. Kinetic energy. B. Potential energy. C. Thermal energy. D. Electrical energy. Answer B. Potential energy. A stretched spring stores energy that can be released later as motion. Question 37. Why is it easier to unscrew a lid with a rubber grip? A. The rubber reduces friction. B. The rubber increases friction. C. The rubber reduces torque. D. The rubber increases weight. Answer B. The rubber increases friction. More friction between your hand and the lid means less slipping, making it easier to twist open. Question 38. If a 6-foot ramp is used to lift a 3-foot high box, what is the mechanical advantage of the ramp? A. 1B, 2, C, 3, D, 6. Answer B, 2. Mechanical advantage equals length or height equals 6, 3 equals 2. Question 39. Why do bicycles use chains and gears? A. To reduce friction. B. To transfer and multiply force. C. To reduce air resistance. D. To add weight. Answer B. To transfer and multiply force. Chains and gears allow pedaling effort to be transferred efficiently, with options for speed or power. Question 40. Why does a heavier object fall at the same rate as a lighter one in the absence of air resistance? A. Heavier objects fall slower. B. Heavier objects fall faster. C. All objects fall at the same rate under gravity. D. Gravity does not affect falling objects. Answer C. All objects fall at the same rate under gravity. Gravity accelerates all objects equally, regardless of mass, when air resistance is not present. Next 10 questions coming up. Don't forget to subscribe to ASVAB Mentor. Join our WhatsApp channel for more free practice and tips. Question 41. What type of simple machine is a pair of scissors? A. Lever and wedge combined. B. Pulley and wheel. C. Screw and lever. D. Inclined plane only. Answer A. Lever and wedge combined. Scissors use levers, the handles, and wedges, the blades, to cut effectively. Question 42. Why do cars have shock absorbers? A. To reduce fuel use. B. To increase friction. C. To smooth out vibrations and absorb impact. To increase weight. Answer C. To smooth out vibrations and absorb impact. Shock absorbers reduce the effect of bumps, giving stability and comfort while driving. Question 43. If a winch has a handle length of 2 feet and turns a drum with a radius of 0.5 feet, what is its mechanical advantage? A. 2B, 3C, 4D, 5. Answer C, 4. Mechanical advantage equals radius of handle, radius of drum equals 2, 0.5 equals 4. Question 44. Which force keeps the planets orbiting the sun? A. Magnetic force. B. Frictional force. C. Gravitational force. D. Electric force. Answer C. Gravitational force. The sun's massive gravity pulls planets into orbit. Question 45. Why do machines make work easier? A. They reduce the total work. B. They reduce the energy needed. C. They change the way work is done, usually by reducing force. D. They eliminate friction completely. Answer C. They change the way work is done, usually by reducing force. Machines don't reduce total work. They make it easier by trading force for distance or direction. Question 46. What is the main purpose of a flywheel in an engine? A. To reduce fuel use. B. To store rotational energy and keep motion smooth. C. To create more friction. D. To increase weight. Answer B. To store rotational energy and keep motion smooth. A flywheel balances the energy in an engine, reducing jerky movements. Question 47. What kind of energy transformation happens in a wind turbine? A. Mechanical to electrical. B. Electrical to mechanical. C. Chemical to thermal. D. Nuclear to electrical. Answer A. Mechanical to electrical. Wind rotates the blades mechanical, which a generator converts to electricity. Question 48. A screw with closer threads is harder to turn, but A. Provides less mechanical advantage. B. Provides more mechanical advantage. C. Reduces friction completely. D. Moves faster. Answer B. Provides more mechanical advantage. Closer threads mean more turns are required, but each turn needs less force. Question 49. Why are steel cables made of many small wires twisted together instead of one thick wire? A. To make them heavier. B. To increase flexibility and strength. C. To reduce cost. D. To reduce pressure. Answer. To increase flexibility and strength. Multiple thin wires bend easily and share load, making the cable stronger and less likely to snap. Question 50. When brakes are applied in a moving car, what energy transformation occurs? A. Thermal energy changes into kinetic energy. B. Kinetic energy changes into thermal energy. C. Electrical energy changes into thermal energy. D. Potential energy changes into kinetic energy. Answer B. Kinetic energy changes into thermal energy. The brakes convert motion into heat through friction, slowing the car down. Next 10 questions coming up. Be sure to subscribe to ASVAB Mentor for more practice. And remember to join our WhatsApp channel. The link is in our profile. Question 51. Which simple machine is used to split objects apart? A. Lever. B. Pulley. C. Wheel and axle. Answer C. Wedge. Explanation. A wedge converts force into a splitting action like an axe or a knife. Question 52. A ramp is 10 feet long and 2 feet high. What is the mechanical advantage? A. 2B, 4, C. 5, D. 10. Answer C. 5. Explanation. Mechanical advantage equals length at height equals 10, 2 equals 5. Question 53. Which principle explains why hydraulic brakes work? A. Archimedes' principle. B. Pascal's law. C. Newton's first law. D. Bernoulli's principle. Answer B. Pascal's law. Explanation. Pascal's law states that pressure applied to a fluid is transmitted equally in all directions. Question 54. If two pulleys are used together, what happens to the effort needed? A. Doubles. B. Cuts in half. C. Stays the same. D. Reduces friction. Answer. Cuts in half. Explanation. Adding pulleys reduces the effort required by sharing the load. Headshot. Question 55. Which type of lever has the load between the fulcrum and effort? A. First class. B. Second class. C. Third class. D. Compound. Answer. B. Second class. Explanation. In a second class lever, like a wheelbarrow, the load is between the fulcrum and effort. Question 56. A gear train has a driver gear with 10 teeth and a driven gear with 50 teeth. What is the gear ratio? A. 1:2, B. 1:5, C. 5:1, D. 10:1. Answer B. 1.5. Explanation. Gear ratio equals driven driver equals 50 per 10 equals 5, so ratio is 1:5. Question 57. What does friction always act to do? A. Increase motion. B. Resist motion. C. Change direction. D. Reduce gravity. Answer. Resist motion. Explanation. Friction always opposes or resists motion between two surfaces. Question 58. Which of these is an example of a third-class lever? A. Crowbar. B. Nutcracker. C. Broom. D. Wheelbarrow. Answer C. Broom. Explanation. In a broom, the fulcrum is at the top of the handle, effort is in the middle, and load at the end. Question 59. Which simple machine is a doorknob? A. Pulley. B. Screw. C. Wheel and axle. D. Wedge. Answer C. Wheel and axle. Explanation. A doorknob is a wheel attached to a shaft axle. Turning the wheel rotates the axle. Question 60. If a pulley system lifts 600 pounds with 200 pounds of effort, what is its mechanical advantage? A. 2, B. 3, C. 4, D. 5. Answer. Explanation. Mechanical advantage equals load by effort equals 600, but 200 equals 3. ASVAB Mentor Mechanical Comprehension Practice Test. Don't forget to subscribe to ASVAB Mentor and join us on our WhatsApp channel for more updates and practice tests. The link is in our profile. Question 61. Which force pulls objects toward the Earth? A. Friction. B. Gravity. C. Magnetism. D. Inertia. Answer B. Gravity. Explanation. Gravity is the natural force that pulls objects toward the center of the Earth. Question 62. Which tool uses the principle of a screw? A. Hammer. B. Drill bit. C. Axe. D. Pulley. Answer B. Drill bit. Explanation. A drill bit is a screw-like device that turns rotational motion into downward linear motion. Question 63. In a bicycle, which part acts as a lever? A. Pedals. B. Chain. C. Tires. D. Spokes. Answer A. Pedals. Explanation. The pedals are levers that transfer force to the chain and wheels. Question 64. If a gear has 40 teeth and is driven by a gear with 20 teeth, what is the speed ratio? A. 1:2, B. 2:1, C. 3:1, D. 4:1. Answer A. 1:2. Explanation. Driven driver equals 40/20 equals 2. So for every 2 turns of the small gear, the big gear turns once. Question 65. Which type of pulley changes only the direction of force? A. Fixed pulley. B. Movable pulley. C. Compound pulley. D. None. Answer A. Fixed pulley. Explanation. A fixed pulley does not reduce effort. It only changes the direction of the applied force. Question 66. What is the main function of ball bearings in a wheel? A. Add weight. B. Increase friction. C. Reduce friction. D. Increase load. Answer C. Reduce friction. Explanation. Ball bearings reduce rolling resistance, allowing smoother rotation. Question 67. Which type of lever is a pair of tweezers? A. First class. B. Second class. C. Third class. D. Compound. Answer C. Third class. Explanation. Tweezers apply effort between the fulcrum and the load, making them third class levers. Question 68. A ramp reduces the amount of force needed to lift an object by increasing distance. B. Decreasing distance. C. Increasing gravity. D. Reducing friction. Answer A. Increasing distance. Explanation. A ramp spreads the lifting work over a longer distance, reducing the required effort. Question 69. What simple machine is a shovel? A. Lever and wedge. B. Screw and pulley. C. Inclined plane only. D. Wheel and axle. Answer A. Lever and wedge. Explanation. A shovel acts as a lever when lifted, and the blade functions as a wedge when digging. Question 70. If a machine has 100% efficiency, what does this mean? A. No energy loss. B. No friction. C. Perfect performance. D. All of the above. Answer. D. All of the above. Explanation. In theory, a 100% efficient machine has no friction or energy loss, but in reality, no machine is perfectly efficient. Congratulations, you've just completed the 70 mechanical comprehension practice questions with detailed explanations. Well done. If you stayed with us through all 70 questions, you are already ahead in preparing for your ASVAB exam. Remember, practice makes progress. Go back, review the ones you missed, and strengthen your weak areas. Don't forget to subscribe to ASVAB Mentor for more practice tests, study guides, and tips to help you achieve your highest score. And for daily updates, quick quizzes, and a supportive study community, make sure to join our WhatsApp channel. The link is in our profile. Stay focused, stay consistent, and we'll see you in the next session.